Hey guys, what's going on? It's Gale from 59. We are here to talk about the biggest possible update we've ever seen on Dokkan, version 4.16.0. And today with me we have Sunblade. Say hello.
Yeah, hello guys, glad to be here, and I'm very excited to use this new update on JP Dokkan.
Of course, if you'd like to see more of us talking about these updates and stuff, leave a like down below. Comment down below what are your thoughts on the update. And let's get right into it, shall we?
Right.
So first and foremost, we have Peton Battle. So this we kind of knew about, considering we were informed about it during the Battle Hour thing, which was, we had a lot of speculation about it. Nolar, Toon, and I did a video on it a couple of days ago saying, you know, what it could be. I was saying it might be like a widget system which will let you farm and stuff like that. Now we have a bit more information about it. They still haven't fully detailed it out in the news from what I can tell, but you can get various items thanks to these chibi style characters. So I'm thinking it's going to be more like expeditions or adventures from Legends, for example. What are your thoughts on this one, Sunblade?
Yeah, well, it's hard to tell what it is, but it looks like a new game mode, something entirely different. I'm very excited to see what it is. It can be everything, it can be nothing, basically. So
Exactly.
I don't know, but it seems like a new game mode.
I think this is good as well because, you know, the one thing we've been saying, and this is something they've even been saying now as well, is like, oh, there needs to be a way for new players to get a lot of medals, Zenny, you know, stuff like that. Because that's the biggest constraint, arguably, at the start of the game is like, oh, I don't have enough training items. Oh, I don't have enough Elder Kai medals or Supreme Kai medals. Oh, I don't have enough orbs. I don't have enough training items. And so this is going to help out new players massively, considering, you know, you could send out these chibi characters you have in your box and let them farm for you. And then once you're done wasting your stamina and you put down the phone for like a couple of hours, come back, you got a lot of items to prepare to start working on your new characters. So I think this is a good step in the right direction. I do wonder if we will get any special items, like, you know, for example, in Legends, in Adventures gives you like special items depending on the event that's going on or celebration going on, and you can exchange it for like CC or erasers or whatever it may be, right? So I do wonder if we will also be having some sort of like special item we can exchange for if we send these characters out on expeditions during like special events and stuff, right?
Right.
That would be nice because we could potentially get like Elder Kais, Grand Kais, and veteran players can take advantage of this as well. It's not just for the new players at that point, right? So like, what would you like to see if we could exchange special items for like things? What would you want? Like, I know I said Elder Kais, but is there anything else you'd like to exchange for?
So Jay Fanta laid it out during the podcast last week, and I'm encountering this issue myself now that the Gotenks EZA is out. I don't have any Zenny. I can't awaken my characters. And I would like to have more Zenny. Well, I consider myself a veteran player, but yeah, awakening units like Ella Broly, you need 100 million Zenny for that, and his EZA is coming up, and yeah, there have to be easier ways to obtain Zenny, in my opinion.
100% agree with you on that one. 100%. Like, that's something even I'm struggling with. Thankfully, I've kind of started stocking back up, but ever since I awakened LRSTR Broly last anniversary on Global, it's gone. I have no Zenny left. So I'm really hoping that we get statues in the exchange shop, assuming we do get it in the same style as Legends, of course, and their adventure system. The next thing we have is the big awaited update.
Yes.
Same name units on the same team. As you guys can see on the image we have on your screens right now, we can put like 3 SSJ Gokus and 3 Super Saiyan Vegetas and literally run it. However, this is also confirming what we were expecting, or some people were expecting, some people were hoping that it wouldn't be the case. Units cannot link to each other if they have the same name. Your thoughts on this one, Sunblade? Because personally, I was kind of expecting them not to link. You know, Battlefield was the perfect example of like, oh, you can take the same name units into the event, but they don't link, right? What are your thoughts? Do you think this is a good step or what?
This is definitely a good step. As you laid out, I expected that to happen, but I was hoping they would link up, actually.
Yeah.
But it's not a big deal.
Okay.
It's a huge.
I think that was everybody's hopes. Yeah.
It's a huge step forward. Like, if I think about Piccolo's transformation conditions, now you can trigger that more easily, in my opinion.
Yep.
And yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's a new feature. It's nice. I like it, and I'm very excited to see what kinds of teams will be out there in the future. So yeah, very cool.
I mean, the one thing I'll say about the update, like you said, Piccolo, if we get LR Piccolo ZZA, yeah, physical Piccolo and in Piccolo together on the same team, oh, that's gonna be so good. Assuming LR Piccolo ZZA is actually good, of course. But another thing that I will like to say as well is that, look, this is only version 4.16.0. We still don't have version Z. If they do feel like the Japanese player base would prefer the link that they link, right? There is a very decent chance we could see them adding that factor in potentially. Do you think that would be the case as well?
Well, maybe not for the Z version, but at the version for the version after that, it's a possibility. Yes, I think so.
Yeah, because I think obviously, you know, at the end of the day, with now how much they're doing, I think they do want to listen to the player base. I think, like I said in the video with Toon and Alar, is that last year you could tell, like, yes, it was very slow, but the amount of surveys they did and whatnot, they want to listen to the player base. So I think if the player base, especially the Japanese player base, decides, you know, we want to see the characters linked, you know, this is a good update, but it's not good enough kind of thing, right? I think they could do it in a future update. Maybe not the Z update like Sunblade said, but a future update nonetheless. The next thing, and this one is also very massive, like I said, a lot of these things are just huge. By meeting certain conditions, you will now be able to exchange SSR characters for coins in the Baba shop.
There it is.
Which is, in my opinion, absolutely insane. So a bit of clarification about this, thanks to some people in the on the Reddit and whatnot. You can sell units and get coins from whatever unit you get them from. So if you got them from a DFE banner, you get red coins. If you got them from a legendary summon banner, you get yellow coins. And if you got them from a blue coin banner, so double rates or the type banners, you get blue coins. I think that's more than fine. But another thing also on top of that, and this is a very important addition as well, is that the conditions you need to be able to sell these units is that you'd have to have the unit at 100% before you rainbow them. Now, for me, I think that's a fair and balanced way of doing it, because, you know, at that point you could just save up all your units from now on and then just sell it once the update comes out, or even after the update, because there's something that we have to also mention about the update in itself as well, is that characters obtained prior to update 4.16.0 cannot be exchanged for coins. So only after the update can you exchange it, right? So you cannot just hoard characters and then sell them immediately. You have to get them to 100%. I think that's balanced. Personally, I don't think that's unfair whatsoever, because at that point you just sell everything you get, literally, right? So for me, it's like, I feel it's fine. But what about you, Sunblade? Because this is a very, I still think this is massive. No matter the constraints, no matter the, you know, holdbacks, I suppose, this is still so good.
First off, you're absolutely right. This is a wonderful update. I can finally sell dupes for several DFE characters that I have rainbowed for a very long time. This is very good.
TF Gyoku.
Yeah, that's one example. And I'm very excited. First off, I'm very excited to see how many coins we are getting. Don't expect a huge amount. Like, I expect something like 10 at the most.
So that's even more than what I think. I was thinking, I was personally thinking, okay, let's compare our thoughts. I don't know. I'm gonna say what I think first and foremost. Let me know what you think. I think LRs are gonna be 4 coins, DFEs are gonna be 3 coins, and then general pool SSRs will be either 1 or 2 coins. What do you think? Do you think the same, or do you think potentially?
Yeah, 10 would be too much, actually. I'm expecting like 5.
Because 10's a whole multi-summon, you have to remember, right?
5 for LRs maybe, less for the others. That's what I would say. Yeah, but definitely not 10. 10 would be insane, actually. So
that's like you're getting if you get an LR and he's rainbowed, you're getting 20 coins from the banner, with including the multi-summon coins, right? We have to remember the coins that you get from multi-summoning or summoning in general is not going away. This is additional coins, so like you're effectively doubling your value, assuming if they do give out 10 coins, which I doubt they'll do that. That would skew the value of these LRs so massively.
Right. But I'm still very happy about this, because I just rainbowed Tech LR Broly and got Goku the LR. So if I pull those copies again, then I'm not super mad, because I can sell them for coins. Even though I have like several copies of int LSL, for example, I cannot sell him because I obtained him before the update releases. But
The update, yeah.
on the one side, I'm sad about this, but on the other side, I can understand because a lot of people barbered those units, and the reaction like, oh my god, why didn't I hold on to them, is not there anymore.
Yep.
Because everyone is on the same playing field. I know some of you will be mad about this, but at some point I can understand it from a Akatsuki standpoint. So yeah, go ahead.
I think another thing we have to remember is that they may not have they may not have had these markers or the ability to track which banner you got these units from, right? Because yes, we have the markers for the DFEs and the LRs and whatnot, right? But we don't necessarily have the markers for just the general SSRs. I think the whole marker system that they introduced in the most recent update and the update that's coming to global now, I think that is potentially, that was a tester for them to see, oh, we can add these markers to all these units. And once the update comes out, they'll add these markers, got from Dokkan Fest exclusive banner, or got from Legendary Summon banner, and so on and so forth. And that will be that'll allow them to distinguish between what coins you get, right? I think that's another reason why we can't sell the units before the update, I feel.
Right. This could definitely be a reason too. Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah. And then the last thing we have, which compared to the rest is not as, massive, but super handy nonetheless, considering, the amount of SRs you may farm for SA level farming or just in general. Units you get that you have multiple copies of will now stack on top of each other. Personally, as somebody who, actually does a lot of SA farming and whatnot, I'm so glad that my box is not going to be clogged up with like 50 SR Goten's or something. What do you think about that, Sunblade?
I absolutely agree, because my box is a mess. I have so many dupes for characters that I don't need anymore. And now, well, as a German, of course, I like it. More order in my box. That's great. I welcome this. This is a huge step forward, but still no friend update. I hope we will get that with the Z update in the future.
Yeah, now that's another thing I'd like the comment section to let us know. With how massive this update has been, I wonder how big the version Z update is gonna be at this point, right? Because I genuinely wasn't I was expecting all of this, like Peton Battle, 4.1, it's not 4.1.6, that's this one. The same name update, all to come during the version Z update. The fact that it's coming now, I'm just astounded by that personally. I didn't expect it to be a part of this update. So I'm looking forward to seeing what version Z is, because I think we could easily get a friend update. Initially, I was like, I highly doubt they'll change the friend system. But now, I could see it, man. I could really see it, which is insane to me personally. But any final...
Akatsuki is listening. You can tell me what you want, comment section, but Akatsuki is listening. Like, the solid proof for me is the revamp of Ella Gohan's super attack animation, the OG one. And I think... Well, Akatsuki needs time, but they are doing stuff for us. So the friend update will come sooner or later.
Yeah, I genuinely think, like as you mentioned, the initial year we had of 2020 was slow. I know a lot of people were disillusioned with the game and everything, like you said. But there were still some things that you could notice, like the surveys we got. And whatnot, and obviously the pandemic, of course. There were a lot of reasons behind them having a very slow year. And then we obviously got the 6th year anniversary, which probably, as I think a lot of people have mentioned at this point, it was the best anniversary we've ever gotten, right? So I think they are listening as well. I think they just needed time, and they needed more information from the player base to see what they needed to do. And I'm really liking this new Akatsuki, I'm not gonna lie. Because like I said in the last video we did, right, was that the main thing is that Akatsuki needs to get into gear, because every other game has a selling point. It's got its story and of course its waifus. You've got Grand Blue Fantasy, same thing, story and waifus. Genshin, it's open world RPG elements and whatnot. Epic 7, better animations and story and whatnot. All these new gacha games have something to them. Dokkan is relying more so on its IP. So this overhaul that we might get with version Z, and of course this update in general, is a great step in the right direction. 100%. And I'm very much looking forward to it, 100%. Yes. But any final thoughts from you, Sunblade, before we wrap up?
I'm just saying, it's a good time to be a JP player. I love it.
I mean, you could arguably say the same thing for global. We know now to save our stones for 4.16.0 so that we don't, we can now sell our units for like red coins and stuff
Right.
as well. So we're all living in a good world here. It's a good time to be a Dokkan player. It's a very, very good time to be a Dokkan player. But with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. Of course, this is a massive update. Let us know in the comment section down below, what do you guys think? From Sunblade and I, we'll see you guys next time. Take it easy, everybody.
Take care, bye-bye.